most recent report, Ripple's CEO has confirmed that RLUSD, which is the Ripple Labs stablecoin, will pump the price of XRP to approximately $10,000, confirming that the use case is going to bring a massive trend that will influx billions upon billions of dollars, and that we already have customers who already want to use stablecoins in their payments. Now, of course, we gotta understand here that over $1.25 trillion is in fact expected to start entering into the XRP ledger, with it beginning on May 2nd, starting at $100 million in daily volume, growing to around $300 trillion daily by Q1 of 2026. This is a massive news and was reported by Forbes Business Insider. In fact, just today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, May 1st, Coinbase announced that they would be delisting USDC and replacing it with RLUSD. That means multi-trillion dollars will shift from USDC into RLUSD. This follows a deal between Ripple and Circle, the owner and founder of USDC, yesterday, in which Ripple agreed to buy Circle USDC for $15 billion US. Massive announcement, massive adoption, globalized scale, and it's unfolding right in front of our eyes. And it goes back to reflect as to why a report confirmed by Forbes Business Insider reported that over XRP's price will be $398.18 in a matter of weeks. In fact, the central banks have already set the price of XRP at over $10,000 for XRP by 2026, confirmed by the International Monetary Fund itself. Now, as we talk about XRP's price being set at $10,000, we decided to do a 50,000 XRP giveaway alongside our partner Uphold and give every single person watching this video absolutely free up to $100 free to get even more XRP. This is not part of the giveaway, this is just a separate gift that everybody watching this video is going to get. So, all you have to do is like the video, comment in the comment section, XRP bullish, and then subscribe to the channel. You must also sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction, but that can be any amount, 1 penny, $1, $10. Then you'll instantly get up to $100 worth of free XRP. So, make sure you comment in the comment section, XRP bullish, and with that said, let's continue into the video. XRP's price currently sits today at $2.22, up in the green once more. Bitcoin sitting at 96,000, up 1%, but overall the market is finally rebounding. But what is extremely bullish is the fact that the United States of America is also shifting towards using XRP in the XRP ledger instead of the SWIFT system. The globalization for XRP in the XRP ledger has officially begun. In fact, Eric Trump at Token 2049 earlier today announced that SWIFT will be replaced by the XRP ledger, announcing that the SWIFT system is broken and is going to be replaced by XRP and, most importantly, Ripple Labs. This has basically been confirmed, and there's an entire video we're going to roll for you shortly. But again, we've seen multiple other news outlets, financial institutions, including the MasterCard CEO, announcing something similar. In fact, the MasterCard CEO just a couple days ago announced that Ripple will replace SWIFT, and that they've already entered into discussions to use the XRP ledger alongside their partner, Ripple Labs. So let's roll the clip.
It's hard to move. It's really only accessible, at least on a large scale to kind of very few. It's very static in terms of location. Then all of a sudden you go to cryptocurrencies, which is immediately liquid, easy to move, accessible to anyone, and you actually realize that cryptocurrencies become the greatest hedge in the world to kind of hard assets. But what it made me also realize is how absolutely antiquated and broken the modern financial system is. It's hard to move. It's really only accessible, at least on a large scale to kind of very few.
SWIFT is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., NOSTA reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with crypto, though, is where SWIFT would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, the payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement of the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network. There's nothing like that. I don't believe Ripple is going to replace SWIFT. Ripple is one of the complementary networks, which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that SWIFT are changing their network capability, so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the SWIFT network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
Now this is where we talk about something completely different, something extremely bullish, generational wealth making that everybody can be a part of. We're talking about the XRP ledger, something that is set to facilitate between $30 to $50 trillion by the end of 2025, confirmed by multiple sources, including the leading one, the largest exchange in the world. The XRP ledger is preparing to handle $1 trillion in the coming weeks, with the CTF token, which is the top DeFi token, emerging as the sole DeFi token in the top 10 on the XRP ledger and on the Polygon chain. And with only a market cap of $20 billion, you can literally see the CTF token going to $748. And again, numerous sources have said the same thing. Here's another one. Here is Emirax with over 145,000 followers. We have Jack W with over 500,000 followers. crypto barbie, over 300,000 followers, and everybody said the same thing. The CTF token is the leading DeFi token, and we're going to see it pump $748. In fact, in the most recent announcement, they have officially announced a major burn of 1 million CTF token, dropping their supply from 120 million CTF tokens to over now 118 million starting May 3rd. Now, obviously, this is massive, and as we get closer to the May 3rd date, we're going to see the value skyrocket more and more. Let's take a look at the price chart, which is currently sitting right now on the XRP ledger at the juicy price of 61 cents. We take a look here, it's in the green, just about in the green. Currently 61 cents, but the chart is primed for a major breakout, and I said this, and I told you we're going to have a mini pump here, but we're going to get a retracement, and look what happened, we had that pump. But guys, we are sitting right now in a gradual upwards consolidation phase. This is where we are sitting in the consolidation. We are going to see one of the largest breakouts yet coming very, very soon, and I think it's going to start happening on May 3rd. We're going to see that major spike up upwards, and we could see it begin trending towards $20, $30, $40 per CTF, and then obviously, as you get closer and closer to the real world use case, right now, they partner with Amazon, they partner with Apple, they partner with, Walmart, but it's still in their beta phase. Once these things go live, then we could see direct impact and a direct correlation. We may see it head closer towards $740 per CTF. Now, obviously, this sounds crazy, but the reality is it's unfolding very quickly and right in front of our eyes. And again, when you look at it, the total supply is 118 million on the XRP ledger, 120 million on the Polygon chain. Very, very early, still about 7,000 holders. And you gotta understand that when the CTF first launched, it was sitting under a penny, and it went up, I think, 400,000% in a matter of days. We could see something similar happen, like again, in a literal matter of days, in 12, 24, 48 hours. We may see it literally unfold, where you see it 400x or 400% increase for the CTF token, specifically how it's currently aligning itself as the top blockchain, payment rewards blockchain to be specific, on the XRP ledger and the Polygon chain. In fact, it goes hand in hand with the XRP token in the XRP ledger ecosystem. We've seen that multiple financial institutions announced that not only will they integrate XRP, but the payment reward system of the XRP ledger, which is the crypto trading fund, which actually utilizes, crazy enough, the CTF token. Now, with what we are seeing right now in the payment rewards industry, I will announce to you guys that we could see something massive. We're talking about $1.25 trillion, and it's still very, very early.